Well, the Lord knows what's in my heart. And as long as my heart has a good intention, that's all that really matters. Hi, this is Barry Phelps with 10-Minute Torah, Day 2 of the Torah portion, Truma. Let's go back and read again from yesterday's reading in Shemot, or Exodus chapter 25. And again, verse 1 says, And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel that they take up a contribution, an offering, a trumah for me. From everyone whose heart moves him, he shall take up my contribution. And then he gives to us specific items that he is looking for. In verse 8 it says, And they shall make me a set-apart place, and I shall dwell in their midst. So this word trumah, it is an elevation or a heave offering. That is, that when we select these particular items that we're going to offer to Yah, we're lifting them up and we're waving them before him in a manner of speaking. And it is an idea that as I give, not only is the gift being given lifted up, but also the giver of the gift. So the word trumah, it is rooted in the word room. You can transliterate that just the way we would spell it, R-O-O-M, if you like. It is in the root a resh, which as a letter references the back of the head one, the chief one, a supreme one, a ruler perhaps. The second letter is a vav, and in the Hebrew letters it looks like a nail. And it gives us the idea of that which is secured or attached. And the final letter is a final mem. This letter has multiple meanings, referencing water or that which is massive, and also that which is mighty, or the idea of might. Together, symbolically speaking, it's not a perfect definition, but symbolically speaking, it's the idea that the ruler or a ruler secures might. The word room, typically as it is used in Scripture, means to lift up. Again, the lifting up of an elevation offering, to show one's self powerfully. So that kind of gives us a little bit of attachment to the symbolic meaning, that which is exalted. So the idea that a one with authority, a ruler, a supreme one, would secure for us might, or secure for us position of might or power, if you will. Altogether, again, the symbolic meaning is not doctrinal. It's an interesting way of looking at the Hebrew language. Together with a more useful or used variation of the word, with the symbolic, it gives us an idea that as we give this gift, again, it is an elevating of the gift. It becomes a powerful gift, that which was among our common items. It was gold among the gold. It was fabric among some fabric that we had. It's a ram skin that we took and we dyed it red to meet the specifications, but it was just a ram skin among some that we had. It is when we lay our hands on it, lachak is the word that is used here, and it means to seize and to lay hold of. That is, that we make a choice of something and we put our hand to it and we designate it, select it, and determine this is what I'm going to give. It is at that point when we select it and we separate it that we determine its destiny, that it ceases to become or remain as common, but now it has an elevated purpose. A man may select his best animal out of his herd or his flock. Once he selects that and determines this is the best that I have to offer, it's perfect, there's no flaws in it, then he must give that as an offering. That was the process. You didn't bring that which was, well, I don't want it anyway. It's got, a short foreleg, or it's really been sickly lately, or it's a scrawny version of what I have. Not something I would hear. Maybe you would want it. And it kind of reminds me of sitting in a pastoral office some number of years ago, and a man walked in and he had a couple of items. He said, "Hey, I found these in a shed that I was cleaning out." I thought before I took them to the dump, I'd bring them back here and see if you wanted them. I'd like to tell you that was the only occasion that happened. It happened a few times. I was on my way to the dump, and I thought, well, maybe the church or you could use this. You're welcome to it if you want it. Actually, that occasion, there was a couple of things I could use, but nonetheless, it was the idea I was going to throw this away. That's not what Yah's wanting. He's wanting our best. He's wanting that which we select and lay hold of. If we go to the book of 1 Kings, chapter number 12, in the story of Jeroboam leading Israel, the 10 northern tribes, astray, he says in verse 27, if these people go to do slaughterings in the house of Yahweh at Jerusalem, or Jerusalem, then the heart of this people shall turn back to their master Rehoboam, sovereign of Yehuda, and they shall kill me and go back to Rehoboam, sovereign of Yehuda. So he took counsel, and he made 2 calves of gold, and said to the people, it's too much for you to go to Jerusalem. See your mighty ones, O Israel, which brought you up out of the land of Mitzrayim. And he made one in Bethel, and one he put in Nam. Convenience. It's too far for you to travel to Jerusalem. It wasn't the inconvenience of the travel that was on his mind. It was the realigning of their heart's allegiance to the house of David instead of remaining loyal to him. Yah is wanting our best. He's wanting that which is the most defined for us, but it's not always a convenient choice. In the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter number 6, it says in verse 19, do you know that your body is the dwelling place of the set-apart spirit which is in you, or who is in you, which you have from the Elohim, and you're not your own? You have been bought with the price. Therefore esteem Elohim in your body and in your spirit, which are of Elohim. Yeshua paid an exorbitant price for us. You're not second choice. You're not a throwaway item that he says, well, I'll just save you from the garbage dump. He paid a high price for you. You're valuable in his sight. Therefore, treat yourself valuable, set yourself apart, select yourself, and determine that you have a different destiny than the world that is around you. But that also means you can't go back to just being common or unclean anymore. In 2 Corinthians chapter number 6, verse 16, and what union has the dwelling place of Elohim with idols? For you are a dwelling place of the living Elohim, as Elohim has said, I shall dwell in them and walk among them, and I shall be their Elohim, and they shall be my people. Therefore, come out from among them and be separate, says Yahweh, and do not touch what is unclean, and I shall receive you. I shall be a father to you, and you shall be sons and daughters to me, says Yahweh the Almighty. So we have this process whereby we select what we're going to give to the advancement of the kingdom. We give our best gift. We give a choice gift. We select it. We do not alternate it. We do not substitute it. We give to what we have determined to be our best gift to him, including ourselves. We give the best version of ourselves, our most prepared, prayed up, set apart, separated, determined, selected version of ourselves to him, because that's what he's worthy of. Be good to yourself and give yourself to the Most High today, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Till then, shalom.